I don't like to use the word discard to describe an avoidant behavior because I do feel like discard is a very narcissistic term, and it's much more appropriate when it comes to a narcissist because those people are way more malicious, whereas an avoidant disconnects. They detach from the relationship. And it is to avoid uncomfortability and emotion. It's also to avoid vulnerability. Sometimes it's also, it is their way of avoiding conflict. And so when they are detaching, they do feel justified in that detachment. Whereas with a narcissist, they discard because you're no longer a source of that emotional energy that they need to feed off of you and siphon from you. So to me, it's very different, where this narcissist is an energy vampire and they are pulling energy away from you until there's nothing left. They will have to wait for you to recharge and to become emotionally overwhelmed again so they can siphon that energy from you. Whereas with an avoidant, they detach. It isn't so much this exchange of like, oh, I'm done with you. This just, if anything, the avoidant actually feels a lot of guilt and shame for not understanding why they need to detach, or for feeling like, oh my gosh, this person cares so much about me and I'm not worthy of all of this kindness and love that they're giving me. They have a much more sense of insecurity within themselves, or this feeling of detachment from their own selves, their own emotions, their own ability to connect with themselves. And so the avoidant isn't this malicious person. When I have the concept I have in my mind of an avoidant versus a true narcissist, a discard does not attack, like it's not the same. Those are not the same thing to me. And I know that's just verbiage, but I do think it's important that we define those words, because I think discard's a pretty powerful word to use for what someone does when they end a relationship. And I just don't find that that's what an avoidant is doing. So if you'd like to talk more about that, you guys leave comments. I'm happy to discuss it a little bit more. I can go into more depth in more videos. So yeah, just leave me some comments and we can kind of go from there.